Big news in the world of Harry Potter as the show has finally secured a high-profile hotshot director. And that's not all. There's talk about the Fantastic Four are actually going to be taking an unusual little adventure down memory lane when the movie comes out next year. This week's news roundup isn't one you want to miss, so without further ado, let's get started. Kevin Feige is certainly having a blast teasing the new Fantastic Four movie. Recently, the Marvel Studios head has been sharing some groovy 1960s themed art on social media, hinting at what's to come. The upcoming film, directed by Matt Shakman, will introduce Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, and Ebon Moss-Bachrach as Marvel's first family. Feige confirmed that this adventure is set in 1960s New York, but hinted that it's not quite the New York we're used to seeing. There was another piece of art we released with Johnny Storm flying in the air and making a 4 symbol, and there was a cityscape in the corner of that image, Feige said on the official Marvel podcast. A lot of sharp-eyed fans noticed that cityscape didn't look exactly like the New York we know, or even the New York from the 60s in our world. Those are smart observations, I'll say. This peculiar image, shared on April 4th, or 4/4 Day, shows Joseph Quinn's Johnny Storm, aka Human Torch, soaring above a futuristic city that looks a bit otherworldly, with rounded towers and a floating freeway. Fans quickly begin speculating that the Fantastic Four might be set in a different universe than Earth 616. Feige is excited about the Fantastic Four's future in the MCU, especially since Disney acquired the rights of these characters in the 2019 Fox deal. The heroes were previously seen in films from 2005, 2007, and a 2015 reboot. The Fantastic Four are flying into theaters on July 25th, 2025. Warner Bros. Max streaming service has some magical news for you. Francesca Gardner, the brilliant writer behind Succession, Killing Eve, and his Dark Materials, is set to be the showrunner for the highly anticipated Harry Potter series. Gardner will not only write, but will also lead this high-profile project as executive producer, teaming up with her Succession colleague, Mark Mylod, who is known for his work on Game of Thrones and The Last of Us. Mylod, who directed the 2022 feature The Menu for Searchlight, will direct multiple episodes of the wizarding drama. This new Harry Potter series, officially announced last year during Warner Bros. Discovery's rebranding of its flagship streamer Max, promises to be a faithful adaptation of J.K. Rowling's iconic novels about the boy wizard. Expect a fresh cast and an in-depth exploration of the beloved universe. Warner Bros. Discovery is committed to a decade of Potter adaptations, and Gardner's and Mylod's involvement underscores this ambitious plan. Gardner's impressive resume also includes The Man in the High Castle, Medici, Masters of Florence, and The Rook, which Mylod has worked on hits like The Shameless, The Affair, and Entourage. Produced by HBO in collaboration with Bronte Film and TV and Warner Bros. Television, the series will see Rowling as an executive producer alongside Neil Blair, Ruth Kentley-Letts of Bronte Film and TV, and David Heyman of Heyman Films. Just recently, Rowling shared on Twitter that she personally interviewed Gardner and Mylod, praising their genuine passion for Harry Potter. I'd say the magic is definitely in good hands. More than 20 years after the original film hit theaters, Eddie Murphy has exciting news. Work on the 5th Shrek movie is already underway, and Donkey is getting his own spin-off. In an interview with Collider this week, while promoting Beverly Hills Cop Axel F., Murphy shared that he's been busy voicing the beloved Donkey character once again. We'll start working on Shrek 4 or Shrek 5 a few months ago. I recorded the first act and we'll be finishing up this year, Murphy revealed. Shrek's coming out and Donkey's gonna have his own movie too. We're doing a Shrek and a Donkey movie, the 63-year-old actor added with enthusiasm. When asked if he was recording for both projects at the same time, Murphy clarified, I started recording Shrek, I think it's coming out in 2025, and we're doing the Donkey movie next. DreamWorks Animation Studios, the powerhouse behind the Shrek films, hasn't confirmed these updates just yet. However, back in April, Illumination CEO and founder Chris Meledandri did confirm that Shrek 5 was in development and the original cast was in talks to return. Emmy Award winner Bob Odenkirk is officially back for the action-packed sequel, Nobody 2. According to Deadline, Universal Pictures and 87 North are moving forward with the follow-up, and it's set to hit theaters on August 15th, 2025. and it gets even better. The film has also secured a fantastic director, Timo Tahanto, known for The Night Comes For Us. Tahanto's work, especially in the 2018 Indonesian action thriller The Night Comes For Us, has fans eager to see how he'll bring Hutch Mansel's story back to the big screen. His knack for thrilling fight scenes and stylish violence is perfect for this explosive sequel. The first Nobody, released in March last year, introduced us to Bob Odenkirk's Hutch Mansell, a seemingly mild-mannered dad and husband. After two thieves break into his home, Hutch's dormant instincts kick in, and he embarks on a brutal path to protect his family. This journey reveals dark secrets and lethal skills, transforming Hutch from an underestimated nobody to a force to be reckoned with. Directed by Ilya Nailshur and written by Derek Kolstad, the first film starring Connie Nielsen, Alexei Serembarakov, RZA, Michael Ironside, Colin Salmon, and Christopher Lloyd alongside Odenkirk. It was a hit with both critics and audiences, topping the domestic box office and grossing over $57 million worldwide against a $16 million budget during the pandemic. Nobody 2 is set to hit theaters on August 15th, 2025. Netflix has just dropped some exciting news. They've announced part for the cast of Season 2 of their live-action adaptation of One Piece. You guys will be thrilled to hear that this season will feature 4 villains from the Arabasta saga, hinting that the storyline will drive into this epic arc. Joining the Baroque Works criminal syndicate are David Damastrian as Mr. 3, Cameron Johnson as Mr. 5, Daniel Lasker as Mr. 9, and Jazara Jaslin as Miss Valentine. However, there's still no word on who will play the syndicate's mastermind, Warlord Crocodile. In the anime, Baroque Works is notorious for their crimes, all part of Crocodile's grand plan to take over the Arabasta Kingdom. Additionally, Netflix has revealed Werner Koester, Brendan Murray, and Clive Russell as Dory, Brogy, and Crocus, respectively. Fans will recall that Dory and Brogy were hunted by Mr. 3 and Miss Golden Week for their bounties, while Mr. 5 and Miss Valentine pursued the Straw Hats. Rounding out the new cast are Callum Kerr as Smoker, Julia Raywald as Tashigi, Ty Keogh as Dalton, and Rob Coletti as Wapul. Smoker plays a crucial role in arresting Crocodile with the help of the pirates and other characters towards the end of the arc. Of course, the beloved Straw Hat crew will return from Season 1. Iñaki Godoy is back as Monkey D. Luffy, joined by Makenyu as Ronoro Zoro, Emily Rudd as Nami, and Jacob Romero as Usopp, and Taz Skylar as Sanji. Gladiator fans, rejoice! The long-awaited sequel, Gladiator 2, has finally taken shape, with tantalizing first images unveiled by Vanity Fair. Director Ridley Scott returns to the epic arena, this time with Paul Mescal, stepping into the role of grown-up Lucius. Joining him are Pedro Pascal as the formidable General Aurelius, Denzel Washington as the shrewd arms dealer Marcinius, and Fred Hershinger as Emperor Caracalla, among others. The images tease intense confrontations, notably between Mescal's Lucius and Pascal's Aurelius, hinting at a clash reminiscent of Maximus vs. Commodus. Connie Nielsen reprises her role alongside these new faces, adding continuity to the saga. Scott faces the daunting challenge of honoring the original's legacy while forging a new path of these beloved characters. Washington's Marcinius echoes the complexity of Oliver Reed's Proximo, while Pascal's Aurelius emerges as Lucius's formidable adversary with a troubled past. The Emperor's brothers, played by Joseph Quinn and Fred Hechinger, promise to bring familial strife and political intrigue to the forefront, reminiscent of Commodus's fragile yet dangerous presence. As Gladiator 2 gears up for its November 22, 2024 release, anticipation mounts for the trailer that will surely set hearts racing and swords clashing once again in the blood-soaked sands of ancient Rome. The Highlander remake, spearheaded by director Chad Stahelski of John Wick fame and starring Henry Cavill, is finally gearing up for production. After years of development, Stahelski confirmed in an interview with Collider that filming will commence in January 2025 in Scotland, following his final location scouting trip to the country. Both Stahelski and Cavill have long been attached to the project, eagerly awaiting a break in their busy schedules to bring this iconic story to life. Stahelski, renowned for his intricate action sequences, acknowledged the unique challenge of choreographing sword fights for Highlander. Unlike digital effects and firearm scenes, swordplay requires careful execution to ensure the safety of the actors. Reflecting on his approach, Stilinski emphasized the skill and dedication needed to portray convincing sword combat without mishaps. While Highlander's release date and additional cast members remained undisclosed, the prospect of Cavill leading under Stilinski's direction promises a fresh take on the classic tale of immortals battling through the ages. As anticipation builds, fans can expect more updates on this ambitious remake that blends Stilinski's action prowess with Cavill's commanding presence on screen. Stay tuned for further developments as Highlander journeys closer to its cinematic resurrection. Get ready to be spellbound once more. Now You See Me 3 is emerging from the shadows of development, poised to hit theaters on November 14th, 2025. This long-awaited sequel reunites Jesse Eisenberg, Mark Ruffalo, Dave Franco, and Woody Harrelson as the charismatic Four Horsemen. Directed by Ruben Fleischer, known for his work on Zombieland, the film promises to deliver another round of mind-bending illusions and daring heists. Since its last installment in 2016, Now You See Me 3 has navigated through a maze of development challenges before gaining momentum in late 2022. The announcement of its holiday release date marks a strategic shift from its usual summer slot, aiming to captivate audiences amidst a crowded blockbuster season that includes Marvel's Thunderbolts, Mission Impossible 8, and other heavy hitters. Joining the cast is Rosamund Pike, adding her formidable talent for an ensemble of both familiar and fresh faces. As anticipation mounts, fans can expect the Four Horsemen to return with their trademark blend of magic, wit, and cunning, ready to pull off their most audacious illusions yet. Prepare for a cinematic experience where nothing is what it seems, as Now You See Me 3 gears up to enchant audiences worldwide with its thrilling blend of spectacle and intrigue. Stay tuned for more updates as filming commences, promising glimpses of the magic that lies ahead. Fans of James Cameron's visionary sci-fi saga Avatar have been eagerly anticipating the next chapters in the epic adventure. After the groundbreaking success of the first film in 2009 and the long-awaited sequel, The Way of Water, which explored new depths of Pandora and Jake's journey, the wait for future installments is now significantly shorter. Avatar 3 is already in post-production, and according to actor Joel David Moore's recent Instagram post, production has resumed for the fourth installment. James Cameron, renowned for his cinematic classics like Titanic and Terminator, has elevated Avatar with unparalleled scale and groundbreaking technology. The emotional depth of the story has also resonated deeply with audiences, making it a highly anticipated continuation. Actress Zoe Saldana, reflecting on the upcoming films, expressed her awe at Cameron's vision and the evolution of the series, emphasizing its trailblazing impact. Avatar 3 is slated for release on December 19, 2025, with subsequent films scheduled for 2029 and 2031. As the saga expands, fans can expect Cameron's legacy project to push boundaries and deliver an immersive cinematic experience that continues to redefine storytelling in the sci-fi genre. For those eager to delve deeper into the Avatar universe, the first two films are available for streaming on Disney+. Exciting news from the future! Blade Runner 2099, the highly anticipated TV series, is gearing up with a star-studded ensemble. According to Deadline, the series, led by Jeremy Podeswa and Jonathan Van Tulken, has just added 8 new faces to its cast. Dimitri Abold, famous for his chilling portrayal in The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbird and Snakes, joins alongside Lewis Gribben and Caitlin Rose Downey. Also on board is Daniel Rigby, fresh off his standout role in Renegade Nell. Joining in guest starring roles are Johnny Harris, recently seen opposite Ewan McGregor, and Amy Leno. Sheila Adam, known for her roles in The Woman King and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, will also make a special appearance, along with Matthew Needham from House of the Dragon. After delays due to strikes, production for Blade Runner 2099 has finally kicked off in Spain and Prague under showrunner Silka Luisa. This long-awaited series, first announced over 2 years ago, promises to be a sci-fi extravaganza, with Michelle Yeoh leading the charge, fresh from her Oscar-winning performance in Everything Everywhere All at Once. Alongside Yeoh is rising star Hunter Schafer, whose meteoric rise from Euphoria to this epic project is set to captivate audiences worldwide. Stay tuned for more updates as Blade Runner 2099 journeys towards its future debut. Which of these projects will you see on the big screen? Let me know in the comments, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe.